Biden, a community college professor herself, in just a moment. We need to cheer her up after the game yesterday, obviously, so here on a brighter note. I personally grew up in a working class neighborhood in West Phoenix, the brother of a public school teacher, the son of a community college instructor. My mom taught for many years at Glendale Community College. And when I was getting my own college degree, I took classes at GCC over the summer to cut costs. And eventually, with a lot of hard work and no small amount of student loans, I was able to transform my own life for the better through higher education. And I believe that every single Arizonan, no matter their background or zip code, deserves that same opportunity. But these days, too many talented young people are deciding against college because they're scared of taking on too much debt. They think a college degree may be out of their reach. That's not only limiting our future income and opportunity, it's a devastating blow to the Arizona economy. And I've worked hard in Congress and with President Biden to make big investments in Arizona's economic foundation. As the bipartisan infrastructure law modernizes Mesa Gateway Airport, cutting-edge aerospace companies and even Fortune 500 corporations like Gulfstream are moving their operations here in Mesa. And no state stands to benefit more from the CHIPS and Science Act than ours. And it'll make Arizona the epicenter of advanced semiconductor manufacturing led by Intel and TSMC. But we can only take advantage of these investments if we have a skilled workforce. Without people to fill these STEM-focused jobs, Arizona is leaving money on the table. Mayor Giles knows that. That's why he got to work and created the Mesa College Promise program. Now, Mesa High School graduates can attend MCC for 2 years for free. The program has been a huge success. Not only are tuition and fees fully paid for, students also benefit from the hands-on guidance of the professors and faculty here at MCC. MCC is where they can go to succeed in a nurturing environment designed to prepare them for graduation and entering the workforce. For the students in the room here today, our success as a state and your success are directly tied together. We have your back. Thank you, everyone, for being here on this special day.
I would like for Mayor Giles to come to the microphone, please. Oh, our governor? No? Okay. It's our governor? What's that? We're taking a short break. We're taking a short break. Give us 1 moment. Thank you. I'd like to take another moment and introduce to you our governor, Katie Hobbs.
We just changed things up for you a little bit. So good afternoon, everyone. Dr. Biden, Secretary Cardona, Congressman Stanton, Mayor Giles, Chancellor Gonzalez, and President Robinson, I am so glad to be here today to welcome the First Lady of the United States, Dr. Jill Biden, to the great state of Arizona. And even though your team didn't win the Super Bowl, we are so honored to have you here at Mesa Community College. As an educator, Dr. Biden is obviously a champion for ensuring that every student has an opportunity for an excellent education, and she's celebrated the important role that community colleges play in creating the talent needed to fuel economic growth across the country, including right here in Mesa, Arizona. As governor, I am proud of our state's community colleges. They're the hubs of education, industry, and workforce development, which is why I'm working to increase investments in our rural colleges and continue STEM workforce funding in our urban colleges. Our community colleges are also leading the way when it comes to dual enrollment, which gives students an on-ramp to college when they might not have otherwise had one. We know that Arizona students who utilize dual enrollment are twice as likely to go to college, which is especially true for low-income, Latino, and special education students. But just 24% of Arizona students are taking a dual enrollment course right now, which is why one of my goals is to expand this option to more students and schools across the state. Our community colleges represent opportunity for our students, for our communities, and for our state. The City of Mesa and Mesa Community College are offering that opportunity to every student in Mesa through their College Promise program, which is a commitment to every low-income student in the city that their tuition and fees will be covered for 2 years. We're so glad that Dr. Biden could be here with us today to highlight the Mesa Promise program, which is a great example that we should make sure more students have access to across the state. Thank you for your commitment to education and to our community colleges. I'm also grateful to you, Mayor Giles, and President Dr. Robinson of Mesa Community College, and Dr. Gonzalez, Chancellor of Mesa Community College, or Maricopa Community Colleges. Thank you for hosting us today and for creating an environment where our city can thrive with education at its center. Are you introducing the mayor? Do you want me to? Oh, and so now it's my pleasure to introduce Mesa Mayor John Giles.
Thank you, Governor. It's good to have you spend so much time in Mesa. We really feel your love and appreciation very much. This is a big day for Mesa Community College. I have to say this is a legacy institution in Mesa, Arizona. It has a 50-plus year history in our community. It's always been one of the heavy lifters and big organizations in our city. But there's never been a more important day at Mesa Community College than today. We are so honored to have the biggest, best advocate for community colleges in the nation at Mesa Community College. So Dr. Biden, thank you so much for accepting this invitation. I'm going to be brief, but I want to tell you a little bit about, I want to give you a comprehensive history of Mesa, Arizona. Like any community, we have strengths and we have weaknesses. We are an overachiever when it comes to economic development. We have Apple, Google, Facebook, Boeing, I could go on, all coming to Mesa, Arizona with multi-billion-dollar investments. That's one of our strengths. One of the things we need to get better at is we need to provide a well-prepared workforce for those employers that are bringing high-paying, wonderful jobs to this community. That's something that we're not as good at as we need to be. We came to realize that, and we need to be better at higher education attainment in our community. So we went out on a crusade and are inviting higher institutions of higher education, Benedictine Catholic University, ASU at the Poly campus and in downtown Mesa. But the biggest and best tool that we have for this challenge is this institution. It's Mesa Community College. As a result of that, we created the Mesa College Promise program. We did this without any help. We did it without any help or encouragement from the state or federal government. And the reason I mentioned that is that we've been successful. The easiest job I've ever had as mayor is raising money for this program, because the business community understands the importance of workforce development. So we have had, raising funds has not been the challenge for this program. The challenge has been changing hearts and minds, helping families to see that over 80% of the participants in this program are first-time college families. And the thing that we love about this program is it's not just your tuition's paid, we'll see you at graduation. We've learned that that's a recipe for failure. So it's a cohort of students. They get wraparound services, they get counselors, they get an iPad, they get pestered by us all the time to make sure that they are successful. So we're very proud of this program. So what we need, Dr. Biden, is you to come to Mesa, Arizona and to see what we've done so that you can help us raise awareness so that we can convince those families and those students that they should invest in themselves and they should partner with the city and with the business community and take advantage of this amazing institution. So you're the answer to our prayers. We hope that you might doubt the effectiveness of prayers today after the prayers that you offered yesterday that apparently fell on deaf ears. But thank you for helping us to raise awareness, and we know that this program is going to continue. It doubled in size from the first year to the second year, and our goal is to continue to do that until we give every child, every student in Mesa, Arizona, the opportunity to get an education. Now, before I step aside, I am honored to introduce U.S. Secretary of Education, Dr. Miguel Cardona. His commitment to public education and to giving back to the community where he grew up serve as an inspiration to many, myself included. The more I learned about his goals to build bridges from K-12 to the workforce and his unwavering work to support equitable access to education opportunities, I had to ask myself, are we about to become best friends? Please join me in giving a warm Mesa welcome to Secretary of Education, Dr. Miguel Cardona.
Thank you very much, Governor, Mayor. Look, with that energy, especially knowing you haven't slept last night, and no one in this room has slept, I love it. I love the energy and the concrete steps you're taking here. Governor, great to be with you, and thank you for your leadership. President and Chancellor also, thank you for your leadership. Hello, Mesa Community College. How are you? How are we feeling? Good? I am honored to be here with the First Lady of the United States, Dr. Joe Biden. As I said, it's an honor to be here with Governor Hobbs. Thank you for your leadership. To the mayor, who you just heard, this passion that he has to continue this work, because he understands what we're trying to have folks across the country see. We have an opportunity of a lifetime here to connect the dots. And you're doing that exceptionally well here. You show what's possible when local governments, school districts, community colleges, and industry partners work together to create affordable pathways to college and career. I still remember my first experience as a junior in high school. I think I was about 16 years old when I took my first college course. Now, I'm a first gen too. How many of you are first gen here? Anyone? First gens? All right. So when I went my junior year to a college course, it was a local community college. I don't even remember the content. What I do remember is that day I grew 3 feet because I learned more about myself than the content. I learned that I belong there, that I can succeed there. That's what you're doing here. That's what you're doing here. Schools like Mesa are changing lives too. We see that in Maricopa County's new partnership with Intel, which prepares students for careers in the world of semiconductors. Look, I love what I heard the mayor say. We need to be that concrete. What do you need, Intel? What jobs will you need? And how do we build curriculum for here and for the K-12 system to feed up to that? That's it. And historically, there have been gaps between K-12 and higher education and workforce partners. So that's why I'm so thrilled to be here today, because you figured it out. You're closing gaps. And I met some folks out here whose job it is to make sure that those dots are being connected well. Every year, too many high school students graduate without a clear pathway to college or career. That's unacceptable. By 2027, 70% of the jobs will require some type of post-secondary education. Preparing these students for these opportunities, that's on us. Aligning our K-12 post-secondary and workforce training programs, that's on us. Paving every pathway with equity and excellence in mind, that's also on us. This is our moment to raise the bar. Here in Arizona, the American Rescue Plan funds are helping Mesa Public Schools upgrade CTE courses with career navigation and stronger connections to post-secondary program. The Biden-Harris team has your back. And the thank you. And the Perkins Strengthening Career and Technical Education for the 21st Century Act helps 46% of CTE students earn a post-secondary credential through their CTE programs, or within a year of program completion. Again, another example of how the Biden-Harris team has your back. Larger Pell Grant Awards are helping first-gen college students like myself and students from low-income backgrounds to pay for college. There was a $500 increase this last session. There was $400 the year before. All total in 2 years, $900 increase to Pell Grants, so more first-gen and students that are coming from low-income backgrounds have access to post-secondary education. And there's this little thing we've been working on. Over 800,000 Arizonans can receive up to $20,000 in student debt relief if we prevail in the Supreme Court, which I expect us to prevail. And we've proposed a new income-driven repayment plan that will protect borrowers from crushing student loan payments once and for all. This is how we're going to put rewarding careers and fulfilling higher-wage jobs within reach of students here in Arizona and across America. This is how the Biden-Harris team is raising the bar. At the end of the day, these efforts are about one thing and one thing only: making sure our young people have as many options for their future as possible. So today I'm honored to introduce one of those young people. She's currently pursuing an associate's degree here in construction management. Shout out for the construction management program. This is a pathway that's very close to her heart because her family works in the trade. In fact, not only does her father, Agustin, where are you, Agustin? I met you a little while ago. Agustin worked in construction. He was inspired by his daughter to take classes in the same program. That's awesome. That's amazing. That student's name is Lily Hernandez. Lily, you have a fan club here, Lily. I am proud of you, Lily, all you represent, Lily, not only here, but across the country. I'm proud of your family for all you've achieved so far. You're creating a bright future, not only for yourself, but for our country. I'll turn it over to you. Lily, thank you.
Let me get a drink of water first. Hello, my name is Lily Hernandez. I am a first-generation college student. I am currently a part of the Mesa Promise program. I did not come to Mesa Community College right out of high school. I have 5 siblings, and I did not want my parents to go into debt for me to go to college. Instead, I found a job at Lowe's, but it didn't pay much, and I couldn't afford to leave my parents' house. I didn't know what to do, so I went to my vice principal at my old high school to help figure out how to go to college. She helped me apply for the Mesa Promise program and anything else we could. I was accepted into the Mesa Promise program, and the fact that I don't have to pay for tuition is the only reason I'm able to stand here today. I still wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do. I was able to try new things. I kept changing my focus from dental hygiene to fashion merchandising. And finally, I found the major I know I'll stick with construction management. Most of my family are in construction, but none of them have a degree. And now I've seen how important safety is in their work. And I want to make sure that people can come home to their families at the end of their shifts, just like I'd want my dad